Hey, welcome back to the Down Before The Beatdown podcast with me, your boy, DBTB. We out here, player. We out here doing bits, player. You know how it is, player. But yeah, as always, follow Down Before The Beatdown on Spotify, the Spotify playlist. Also follow Down Before The Beatdown on Instagram at Down Before The Beatdown. You know all that kind of good shit. And also follow the YouTube channel Down Before The Beatdown, where all these podcasts are going to be uploaded. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass because I'm still waiting for approval to have everything put up to Spotify and Apple Music and all the good shit that you guys listen to your podcasts on. So before we get into this with my boy Ian King, we had a few technical difficulties throughout the podcast. It was sort of cutting out a little bits here and there. Nothing too major, but I just wanted to give you a little heads up. Also, unfortunately, my boy's laptop was broken, so he had to do the podcast via his phone, which is a little bit shit, but at the same time, you know, as long as you can get over that, it's all blessed. We got into some fucking deep and fucking hilarious shit. Man, I'm slurring my words. I've already smashed 2 videos today. Those shit will be coming out soon, so they're going to be bangers, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little heads up, but ensure to enjoy the podcast, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace! Start recording this. You fucking prick. You're such a prick. So I was about to do the intro to my podcast, right? I was about to do the intro and fucking, because this is audio, you ain't going to see the video. King has just put a fucking, what are they, like the clamps? Like, you know, for when you're doing...
Yeah, it's a G clamp, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
G's, you get me?
Fucking, so like when you're doing like fucking carpentry and stuff and you're trying to glue bits of wood together, you get one of them G clamps. Yeah, he's just got it on his fucking head like a
fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Geezer, innit?
Yeah. Fuck,
I'm actually sat in my shed, which is my shed / recording studio / guitar workshop.
Yeah, well, actually, I can see.
No,
sorry, go.
25. Yeah. So it was 25 degrees for like the last couple of days. 25 degrees Celsius. I don't know what the fuck that is in American, but yeah. It's fucking hot as balls in here. So I'm sat here in my boxers wearing a fucking Ivy's vest. That's what I got back here.
Yeah, that's it. You put the Ivy's vest on, but you had your tits out. I feel like I should get my tits out.
Exactly.
As well, bro. Man.
Walk with my tits. Walk with my tits. Walk with my tits and talk with my tits.
Oh shit! Well, I'll tell you, bruv. Like
big
this.
Big up Seagas. Big up Seagas. Fucking joker.
See, fucking lockdown is fucking. Oh my days, lockdown is fucking. I put on like so much fucking weight during lockdown, bruv. Like shit.
At least you didn't break your ankle, dude. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah. Because that was one of the things I wanted to chat about. I wanted to chat about you and breaking your ankle and shit.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll stick to the script. We'll come back to it later. Well, there is no script. But
well, no, this is the thing. I think I might actually just do a fucking intro at the beginning and just do a separate intro and then just bring it in. But I tell you what,
shut the fuck up and get on with it, blood.
Yeah, let me do this shit, bro. Well, I tell you what. Here we go. First, welcome back to the fucking podcast, and we got the first guest on, my brother from another motherfucking mother, the big man himself, Ian King, bro. Welcome to the podcast, motherfucker. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
It's a fucking pleasure having you on, and what a fucking first guest to have on, this motherfucker right here. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, we got a shitload to get through. I've got a load of subjects that I want to chat to you about, and we also we also got a fuckload, like actually quite a surprising amount of questions came our way on the Instagram.
Happy days.
Yeah, man.
Happy days.
Fucking savage. So I've just written down like, you know, the best ones, the ones that are quite meaningful and also quite some jokes ones as well. But,
the ones that are actually meaningful rather than like how small is your dick. Well, most of you that
you know what I'm saying.
To be fair, there's a lot of people have seen the size of my penis and they weren't impressed. So let's get out of it. Let's get out in the area.
Let's just get that out of the fucking way straight away.
Man's rocking a chode. That's it. That's all you need to know. Man's rocking a chode.
What, you ain't no grower or shower, Bob? You're not a grower. You're not a grower and you're not a shower. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, mate. Depends what time I get home from the pub.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But then you got a kid. You fucking that shit was good enough to be able to get you some fucking, you know, your bloodline out in the open. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. You know, it works. At the end of the day, you know, I'm 35 years old. I've got a roof over my head. My dick still works. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying?
That's amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Fucking hell. But no, I tell you what. So you're the first one that I'm going to ask this question to, because I'm going to ask this question to all of my guests when they come on. But I just want to go back to the roots, bro. Like, just to allow people to get to know you as a person. So where did you grow up? Like, what's your roots, man? Where did you grow up?
All right. So to be precise, I grew up in Ruislip, which is like a suburb of London, like in the northwest of London. And Ruislip has obviously, if you talk to Londoners, you know, most of them haven't got a fucking clue where it is. But you talk to people that know where Ruislip is, you know, it's got a dark side. Basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, it's got a bit of a shithole to it. You know what I'm saying? But...
Yeah, I'd say Ruislip's not. I wouldn't say it's not the ghetto, man. Like it's actually a really pretty town. Like it's while I was growing up, you know, it was all right. You know, you could go around and play football with your mates, ride your bike, and you know, go and set fire to things down the back alleys, and no one would bother you. It's one of them places. But as I got older, like it just started getting worse and worse and worse, because basically, like, there's sort of like different parts of Rice. There's like the posh part and there's the chavvy part. And I sort of grew up between them. So I'd like most of my mates were in the chavvy part, which, you know, is fine. You know, that's not a standard. Not a bad thing.
It's all good.
But unfortunately, that goes the territory of a lot of miscreants, shall we say? And I got into a lot of scraps growing up. And
well, I was going to say, because like you say that you were right in the middle of like the ghetto side and the posh side. So you probably
because the thing is like with the posh sides, like back in like the 80s and the 90s, well, the 70s and the 80s, it was a nice place to go to.
Yeah,
housing was relatively cheap there at the time, so you know everybody moves there, and all their kids grow up to be shitheads. You know, all these fucking like nouveau riche fucking mummy and daddy pays for anything. Like, gangster rap. And them types, and oh man, so it doesn't matter where you go, you'd always get into a fucking fight. But most of the time you'd win though, so you know it wasn't like you go down fucking. You don't go down fucking like Stockwell and like you get stabbed.
That's like, a fucking rough
shit. You go down Ruislip, like you will get into a fight, but you will win because they're a bunch of fucking pussy. The problem being there's too fucking many of them. So like there's been a few occasions when I've been out having a spliff with my mates and having a drink, and next thing you know, you're surrounded by like fucking 20 travellers or fucking 20 rich kids, and you know it's going to go one way or the other.
Well, I tell you what, because so you're saying that you came across a load of fights and shit. Like, what would you say?
Yeah, bro.
What would you say is like the number one fight that sticks in your brain the most? You know what I'm saying? There must be like a fight above all fights that you saw or was a part of. You know what I'm saying?
The fight above all fights for me was me and my mates got our asses handed to us by a bunch of travellers, and it was literally like, as I said before, we was in a park in Rice Gardens having a split.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, like I said, fucking like 10, 15 travellers turned up.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't even say a word to us. They just come down. We saw them coming a mile off, and we were just like, oh shit, here we go. And they didn't say a word. They literally just came up to us and started fucking attacking us.
Fucking hell. So not even like a kind of, yo, what you doing?
Not even. Yeah, nothing like that. Nothing at all. Like they literally just walked up to us and started attacking us. Like
Jesus.
We were lucky. We were lucky that they didn't kill us. Honestly, like because there were no weapons involved. Thankfully, like
I was going to say, like none of them brought out like a fucking bat or some shit like that. Fucking hell.
Nah, bruv. Nah, none of them were tooled up. Seriously, none of them were tooled up, and we weren't tooled up either to our own fucking stupidity. Because there's been plenty of times when we've been out and usually, like, I'd have like a big fucking dog chain around my neck, like just in case.
Yeah.
And this is one of those. This is one of those occasions where I didn't actually have it, and my mates as well. Like fucking, they'd have something like a. I'll come to another one in a minute, which is quite funny. But
100%.
but yeah, these travellers fucking annihilated us, man. It wasn't fun.
But that's the rough side. The rough side of it is the fact that you they just turned up to you. They didn't say shit,
and then turned up, didn't say shit, and just beat the shit out of us.
That's madness.
There was 10 of them and 4 of us.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But like, what injuries did you get? Like, you just get the fucking shit kicked out of you. Like, what did you get?
I was lucky because I got away with just bumps and bruises and a fucking cut lip.
Okay.
My mate Billy got his nose broken, and my mate Carl got fucking 4 ribs broken.
Jesus Christ! Fucking
hell. So we were. I think our saving grace was that the floor of the park was AstroTurf.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't concrete. It was AstroTurf.
Fucking hell, that's a good point. Yeah, well, as soon as you get a fucking haymaker to the side of the head or something, yeah, you're in big risk of splitting your head open.
It's not even that, bruv. It's when you're on the floor and they're stamping on your head.
Yes, that's it. The old fucking curb stomp romps.
Yeah, man. Christ, so yeah, that probably lasted about, I don't know, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, maybe less.
Which doesn't sound like a lot. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that is a fuckload of time.
At the time, man. Yeah, it was. That's for me. That's number one. I'll never forget that day as long as I live. That sucked.
You see, like,
on the flip side.
Go on, no, Karen.
Yeah,
tell.
I say. On the flip side, right? So it's still in Ruislip, and me and my mate are out having a spliff, and a couple of travellers turn up, and there's only me and my mate. There's 6 of these guys, and what happens is, right, my mate turns around and he pulls a fucking guitar string out of his pocket.
Fucking Rotweiler Hitman style, bro.
Yeah. Fucking, like, he pulls an early ball .46 fucking guitar string out of his pocket, holds it up, and was like, right, who's first?
No, the fuck.
and all them bears fucking scarpered, bro. They all fucking scarpered. There's 2 of us and 6 of them, and they all fucking scarpered. They're like, oh no, allow it, man. He's got a tool in it. No, bust up.
Yo, he's got an early ball, bro. We need to get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. Don't fuck with Ernie Ball, G.
That's fucking.
Don't fuck with Ernie Ball.
No, you do not fuck with Ernie Ball. Like, Ernie Ball has been a standard for pretty much most guitar players, but it'll also help you in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, mate.
Exactly. I was going to say, is this the part where the guitar notes get triggered and start being like, oh, you should have whipped out to Dario, innit?
Yeah. Fucking hell. Well, I tell you what, bro. Right, so going on, because this is something that I wanted to chat to you about. So going going on like guitar strings, all that kind of stuff. So like, I know that you are a surgeon when it comes to guitars, fam. Like, you know, like you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how to. I mean, not only do the basics and stuff, which for most people is like a ball ache, like, you know, but you know how to rewire, you know how to change pickups, you know how to.
Well, even for somebody in the know, it's a fucking ball ache. But to be honest, like getting into the tech side of guitars is a fucking it is a ball ache, but it's really rewarding when you get it right. And to be honest, I really enjoy it. Like I'm one of those people. I enjoy fucking around with things.
No, but that's sick as fuck. So like but that's what I wanted to chat to you about, because I've seen that you've been starting to build your own guitars. Now, I wanted to ask.
That's right.
I wanted to ask, was that just sort of more of a hobby thing, or was that just going to be like, were you planning on trying to make a business out of that kind of thing? You know what I mean? Like, were you just for your own thing?
At the moment, it's strictly for a hobby, because, you know, it's been something I've always wanted to do, like from a young age. I say a young age, since like fucking 16, 17, I've always wanted to do it, but I've never had the tools, the knowledge, the confidence, the space, anything like that.
100%.
So you know, and it took lockdown to sort of bring that out of me.
Well, I mean, I think lockdown like brought the most out of everyone, like in terms of having shit to do around the house, like hobbies and stuff. And then obviously people are wanting to do exercise and all that shit. The amount of people that I've seen I've seen so many people turn into Rocky Balboa and shit, like running down the roads and stuff every day. But I mean, but fair play to them. If they want to do that, then that's cool. That's cool. But
yeah, hell yeah. I tell you, I'm a very good friend of ours. Me and my missus. They're my missus worked with the girl, and I got to know them obviously through her, and me and her husband have become good friends since then.
Yes.
And what he's done during lockdown is he's basically ripped out his entire house and rebuilt the whole thing like himself. Like
I've seen like a lot of people. A lot of people are doing that shit because I mean, for me, because I'm a painter and decorator, so many people obviously like when shit goes into lockdown, you can't work, but so many people have just been looking at the same 4 walls in every room for fucking months and months on end. They just want to change it all.
You got to do something about it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something about it.
No, it's sick though, because it just means that everyone has had all these ideas about knocking that through and painting all this up. So they call me and my boy who I work for. And yeah, we just get shitloads of work. It's fucking banging. So, you know, there's always been a
happy days, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Happy days.
Fucking sick. But yeah, so you're like with you building guitars and stuff. Because I remember when I came over to yours, when we did the Pintglass and Strangled Pint Down.
We did our collab. Yeah.
Our collab. Yeah. No, that was sick though. That collab was fucking jokes. But I remember you showed me a guitar.
I was fucked after that. I was absolutely fucked because you know what it is. Yeah, I had nothing to eat, and there we were. We were sinking fucking Stellas left, right, and centre.
Mate, it was so jokes though. It was so sick. Well, what was jokes as well is that you got in contact with what was it? Is it one of the guitarists or the second vocalist of Strangled? And you said we're doing
Michael from Strangled. Yeah. Well, to be fair, this is the best thing about the Strangled split that Pintglass did. Like we talk to each other like as bands, like Strangled and Pintglass. We talk to each other almost on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's
since we got together and done that split. Like we don't even talk about music, you know. Like we talk about like how we're talking now about like how we grew up, where we grew up, and like what we like, what we don't like. Like we talk about music, we talk about our kids. Like it's fucking great. Like honestly, like. Making friends like that over the pond, you know.
Oh man, awesome. But that's the best way to go about it. Like, you know, like actually getting to know the people as, you know, from where they came from and all that shit. It's the best way to get a bond together. And then obviously, you know, with you guys putting that split together.
Yeah, but I mean, like I've because the amount of touring that I've done over the last 10 years, like there's people you meet and that you stay in touch with in one way or another, and there's people that you meet, you stay in touch for a wee bit, and then you sort of drift apart. And you know that's life. That's how it is. But
100%.
It's like at this point in time, you know, it's just fucking great. Like we've put this product out together, and the whole process was so smooth as well. Like there was no arguments about money or fucking production costs or anything like that. Like we literally just said like, we'll just knock it out of the park.
No, but that is exactly the way that you want to go about it. As soon as there's any beef between this guy, this member, and that member of either band, whatever the fight, then it's just going to go completely to shit, which is why I think a lot of people agree with this, is that split is just one of the most ridiculously heavy fucking splits that's come out in a long time, you know.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It's serious though. Like, a lot of people have been saying, well, to be fair, that actually answers one of the questions that someone asked, which was how did the collab with Strangled come together, and why is it so fucking mint? Like, it's something that one dude said. So that is actually a good little segue to get into it.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's so mint, is because the process was so straightforward. Like both bands had their shit together from like day one. Yeah. Like Strangled, like the way they
fucking yes, bro. Stella fucking artois, bro.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. You're gonna have to get used to that.
Oh, fuck all that shit, man. Fuck all that shit. You can do whatever, man.
I know I can do whatever, but you know, if people are offended by it, then they go fuck themselves.
Yeah, exactly that, bro.
It's just how I roll. But yeah, anyway, coming back.
Go for it.
Like I couldn't believe how quickly Strangled churned out their songs for the split. Like they literally like less than a week. They had Defect was already out, but that was already it was a single, but it was already, because the thing is like we've been planning this for months.
Yeah.
And like the build up to the split, like obviously Strangled dropped Defect, and a week later we dropped No More Disrespect, and that's sort of like okay, yeah, both fans have dropped a single, cool. And then we both dropped the artwork, and then people put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, there you go.
So, so it was a lot of planning went into it. Like I say it went smoothly, and it did, but like a lot of planning went into it. And
It's the smartest way to go about it, man.
Seven, the track, the collaboration track between us and Strangled, 762. That was actually one of the first songs written, and like Ben and Barney, Jacob and Josh, like just put vocals down, like
just
in
smashed
like,
it
one
all out
evening.
together.
Yeah, they put it out in one evening. Obviously, Strangled being in Oklahoma and Pintglass being in Guildford, you know, it's a bit of a distance.
Yeah, that's it. It's a fucking savage like collab, man. It's a savage.
But
collab.
but basically, Michael and Joe from Strangled fucking just put a track together, and the four vocalists done their thing, and out it came. But the Pintglass side of the split, I wrote all the music because obviously it was the start of lockdown, and like we were like everyone was out of jobs, and I just happened to have the ideas and the time to put the songs together. So I literally just I recorded the guitars and programmed the drums and sent them all to Michael, and then he did the rest.
Yeah, that's
and then I wrote about between the two songs, between No More Disrespect and Raised by the Pint, probably 50% of the lyrics are mine. So the ideas are already there. So Ben and Barney finished up bits on their end, and Michael sorted out the rest, and bish bash bosh, there we go.
Yeah, that's sick.
Users worldwide.
I think one of the best parts of that split is that the first two songs are Strangled, and then you collab on the middle track, and then it's Pintglass at the end. That is such a good touch. Man. Like that's a really good touch to have done that. That's fucking savage.
I don't know whose idea that was, but whoever it was, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But
it worked out. It worked out for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, I think if bands do splits going forward, like a quintessential one is the Knuckle Dust and the Stamping Ground split, where they both covered one of each other's songs. You know, that's to me that's what the whole idea of a split should be, rather than like 5 tracks from one band and 5 tracks from the other band. Like there needs to be a degree of collaboration.
Yeah, no, that's actually a banging point. That's such a good point. That like
there should be a degree of collaboration, but like that's what makes it special. You know,
exactly.
Yeah, you know, it could just as well be like 2 EPs put together.
Yeah, and that's essentially what most of them are.
Those tracks as an EP.
Yeah,
and
that's
I mean that's cool and everything. But again, you know, like then you need that collaboration part, and you know, with 762, that's exactly what that was.
Exactly. That is such a good point.
The transition, the segue between both bands, and just the way it works. Like so many people were quick to pick up on that, and like they really enjoyed it. So,
well, that's what makes it work. That is what makes it work. It's so, like I've never really thought about that. Actually, the best way to do a split is to have one of the tracks. I mean, as you say about the Knuckle Dust and Stamping Ground split, they covered either one song, and it makes it more personal. Exactly. It makes it way better when you actually know that the two bands get on and they're able to do that shit.
Yeah, or maybe even anybody listening considering doing a split, you know, you can take this idea from me. It's absolutely fine. Or maybe like having each band write a song, but the subsequent vocalist sings on it.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first. If anyone takes up that idea, you heard it here first. Like fucking KVU and King.
Do it.
It's just giving bands out there a new idea. So get on that if you're wanting to do a split.
Hell yeah, man.
Fully do that shit.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking do it. Honestly, do it. Like you know, it's like when I was talking to Jack on the Wage Slave Warriors podcast about Raised by Ours taking the piss out of Pintglass with their Bob the Builder thing. I was like, I don't give a shit, you know. You know, they done a really good job on it. So it was funny, you know. It was really well done. So you know that's cool.
Yeah, no, that is sick. It's the one that I mean, also as well, shout out to that fucking Wage Slaves podcast, man. That's a fucking because you're like I was slightly worried in a way that some of the things that you were saying were going to be repeated on this, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. You got your story to tell.
They will be to some extent, but obviously, in a different context, maybe. I don't know. It depends what people ask. Because the thing is, like, when me and Jack did it, like he gave me a sort of he gave me an idea of the questions he wanted to ask me, and then we took it from there. But
that's it.
Talking to you, like,
I kept it a secret. I wanted it to be a surprise and shit, you know.
Happy days. So like Yeah, because I assume that you're gonna like lay some questions to me that the punters have been asking. So
yeah, absolutely,
cool.
absolutely. But
None of this is scripted. None of this is scripted.
nah, that's the beauty about what I wanted these to be. Like, I just wrote down just like a few notes.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn my auto tune on. La, 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 la.
Yeah. But this is it. I all I did was just write down a couple of notes, a couple of questions, and that was it. Because I knew that we'd be able to chat gas for Britain on this, so it doesn't bother me in the slightest. You know, because if it's too rigid, if it doesn't flow, then like there's no natural conversation. It's just a little bit long.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's you want it to be like two geezers chatting in a pub, innit?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Just like pure, like fucking natural chat. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way to go about it. But I will say,
pure natural breeze. None of that fucking ambi-pure bollocks.
You know what I mean?
Get them wind turbines out, bro.
British gas, bro, is what this is.
British gas.
British gas. This is British gas.
Who was that band that fucking done the British Gas t-shirt? Like they fucking changed their name into the British Gas logo. Who the fuck was that? Gassed up.
Yeah, there you go.
Fucking Gassed Up. Yeah.
What a banging. You see, when bands like that,
shit.
When bands like that like do their little sort of little tweak on a logo, but if they pull it off nice, then it's sick. Yeah. Like it's sick when you can pull it off nice.
At least I assume it was Gassed Up. If I'm wrong, then feel free to correct me. I'm not one of them people that's like, if I'm wrong, I'll be like, oh, well, fuck you, buddy.
Well, fuck yeah, buddy.
I'm not like that. If I'm proved wrong, I'll put my hands up and say, all right, I'm wrong, and I'll buy you a pint.
Standard.
Right?
Yeah. But I'm sure, like, if we are wrong in this, then someone will correct us, and if they do, then that's fucking jokes, because it just means that someone.
Yeah, then come to a Pintglass show and tell me, and I'll buy you a pint.
Yeah, exactly that, man. Exactly that. We'll be there together. Oh, I tell you what, though, bro. Speaking of the shows, it's so irritating because I wanted to go. Because I got asked by the promoter for the Southampton show you got coming up. What is it? Smash Fest or something? What's it called again?
Smash Fest.
Yeah, Smash Fest.
Smash Fest.
Yeah, so I got asked by the promoter if I wanted to go, but I'm on a stag do that weekend, so I can't fucking go to it. Which is, I know, it's so shit, innit? It's so fucking shit. Because
I'll tell you what, yeah, I'm absolutely fucking gutted that Osaya pulled out, because Osaya, one of my favourite bands.
Yeah. I mean, it is a shame. Like, it sucks. But I mean, the lineup as it is banging.
But at the same time, with Street Soldier on there, I'm not complaining. And
there you go.
Gassed Up and Harbinger are playing as well, and like Harbinger are friends of mine, and fucking Gassed Up. Like everybody wants to see Dan jump on the fucking head of the firm. So.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean, but I will be going to the
because I'll tell you what, he fucking like that Dan's little rap in the middle of the head of the firm fucking makes that song.
Yeah, man, it
absolutely fucking makes it.
Yeah, that shit is fucking banging. But I do know that I'll be going to the Guildford show that you got lined up. Yeah, I'll be going to that like 100%. Yeah, because that lineup is too fucking sick to get away from.
Yeah, Grove Street Families, mate. Fucking, I don't even remember the last time I saw them.
Yes.
Actually, the last time I saw Grove Street Families is when I was in Cold Hard Truth, and we played in Cardiff with Prowler and Nihility. That was we're going back a while now, but still, that's the last time I saw Grove Street.
Fucking hell, it's been a while. It's been a long time.
Yeah, and considering like with No Second Chance, like we fucking us and Grove Street would bump into each other all the time, because like both of us were just relentlessly on the road, and like we'd always be playing this like shows together.
Yeah, 100%. Like DIY bands, man. Like it's got to be done like the way you want. But I tell you what, I tell you what, because you were you just briefly mentioned Cold Hard Truth, and you are the ex-drummer of Cold Hard Truth when you brought out the Truth Getter EP, which I mean,
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
a lot of people arguably will say that is one of the fucking heaviest shit that's ever been written. So many people fucking pick that shit up,
mate. I will fucking argue with that. That's one of the heaviest albums written. Honestly,
it's insane. It's insane how heavy that album is. It is on madness. Like, it's so insane.
Like seriously, when Tim came home, and obviously he's had all this time to fucking put shit together.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He says to me like, right, Ian, we need to get this album together. And I said to him, right, the best thing to do is to get yourself a laptop, get yourself a copy of Cubase. I'll teach you how to use it, and then we'll we'll get this album done. So sure enough, he taught like he got Cubase, he got a laptop, and we churned the album out. And yeah,
no, that's sick. No, but that is sick though. That, like the two of you collaborated. You said, "Yeah, let's get involved in this," and then it came out, and you know, fucking hell.
I mentioned before in on Wave Slave Warriors podcast that the first single C426 like that was written in Tim's mum's front room.
Yeah, I remember because I swear isn't C47 sorry, what is it again? Sorry.
C426, that was Tim's cell.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say that was his cell.
That was Tim's cell number.
Fucking savage, man.
Yeah, and the song Nightmare Not a Dream. That was written in my garage because Tim had a day off from the Nick, so he drives down to my gaff in Ricelet.
Yeah,
and yeah, we just we wrote it in my garage.
No, that's bro, but like, yeah, the fact that it's so like DIY and just not like overproducted, you know, to a certain extent, is
it's fucking it's raw
savage.
as fuck, you know, because we had Stu McKay do production for it.
Stu McKay, fucking legend.
Malevolence, Desolated, Discarnate,
exactly.
The Horizon.
Fucking shout out to Stu McKay,
No
man.
Second Chance.
Shout out to
the
him.
list goes on, man.
Yeah,
the list goes on. Like
he's produced some fucking bangers. He really has.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking gangster of a man. But
hell yeah.
Yeah, so obviously with like Truth Getter and all that, it all brings me to another question actually, because someone asked us what is the most violent show that we've ever seen, either played or been a part of. But I can only assume that when Truth Getter was released, that shit must have been gnarly when that shit came out, bro. It must have been insane.
Well, for me, I'd have to say the most violent show that I've ever played is Bristol with Nasty, Pay No Respect, Cold Hard Truth, Tempered Fray. Oh. Like seriously, there was like three ambulances called during Cold Hard Truth's set. Like it's fucking like honestly, because the best thing for me is like I'm sat behind the drums, so I can
observe everything. Like you could just watch like from a safe distance. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, because that was only my second show of Cold Hard Truth, so I was still a little bit I still had a little bit of stage fright, you know.
A little bit of anxiety. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It was like I couldn't go on autopilot, if that makes sense. Like anyone that's a musician will know about autopilot. So
yeah,
I couldn't go on autopilot. Yeah, I had to keep sort of guessing myself. It's like there's a little geezer sitting on my shoulder turning the pages for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's the worst thing. Is that
when right, fucking turn my pages, bitch.
Well, that's the thing as well, is that when you overthink something, and as you say, I'm sure a load of musicians are going to understand this, that when you're overthinking something like, oh, fuck, this riff's coming up, what's going to be next? What's going to be next? But then the note or so beforehand, it all comes back and you're like, cool. But yeah, that shit just throws you off like massively. And I can't imagine what it would be like to be on the drums for Cold Hard Truth and you fuck something up and then Tim turns around to you and just goes, the fuck you doing, bro? Like, that would be Jesus.
Well, Tim was actually still away at that show. So it was Andy from True Valiance who was doing the vocals.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, Andy stuck in for you. He was there for a couple of years, or something like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he was there for the whole time that Tim was inside.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
that was actually the show that got me in the band because obviously I've done such a good job. Yeah, I'm not blowing my own trumpet. Or anything.
No, but you did like 100%, bro. Like you did a sick job. So big up to you.
But literally, like fucking, as soon as the show finished, like Lee, Damo, and Joe turned around and was like, "You're in the fucking band, mate, whether you like it or not." And I was that is sick.
I mean, what more could you ask for? Like, just for someone to say to you directly, not even asking you, like, "Oh, would you like to join our band?" Like, no, you're in our band, and that's the end of.
You're in our band, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and, you're in the band. Fucking hell.
And I didn't actually make it a secret that Cold Hard Truth's been one of my favourite bands for a long time. So,
well,
for me, that was like, fucking yes, mate.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that know the UK hardcore scene will know that Cold Hard Truth is just one of the fucking. You know, when they say
they're a household. Cold Hard Truth is a household name in UK hardcore, man.
Yeah, 100%.
They're a fucking household name.
You know, but then when people say, like, when they start a new band and they're like, yeah, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants and shit like that, you ain't standing on the shoulders. If they compare that to Cold Hard Truth, you ain't standing on the shoulders of giants. You're standing on the shoulders of skyscrapers, bruv. Like, in that sort of sense. Like, it's insane. Like, but no, yeah, Cold Hard Truth are...
It's like some fucking Shadow of the Colossus shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, mate. Do you know what's mental is that, as I was saying, standing on the shoulders of skyscrapers, I actually did have a flashback of fucking Shadow of the Colossus. Like, yeah, genuinely had this fucking flashback of that shit. Fucking hell.
Unagi, bruv.
Absolutely savage game that was. But I tell you what, there's one thing, and I actually thought about this earlier when I was playing golf. I thought about something that I have not thought about for probably I don't even know fucking how long, like 5 or 6 years. But I'm going to take you back to 2008, Pressure Fest, Waking the Cadaver.
Oh, yeah.
Where you were in the pit. So just to give anyone that's listening to this podcast a little bit of context. So Pressure Fest.
Any of the older heads that have actually seen that video and made snide comments about me.
Mate,
I don't care, man.
Mate,
I was having the time of my life.
Mate, who gives
I was having the time of my life, mate.
Mate,
seriously, I was living life. I was loving life, mate.
Mate, honestly, I have no fucking clue why it came into my head, but I mean, I suppose in the back of my mind, I was thinking, right, I'm gonna have my boy King on. I got to think of some shit that he might not have thought about for a bit. Like, what can I think of? Like, what the fuck? And
I'll tell you what, that's pretty fucking good, actually.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it came into my head, but I remember.
Even I forgot about that.
So yeah, this is what I mean. Like, so to give everyone context. All right. So Pressure Fest, which is a festival that I don't think exists anymore, as far as I'm aware.
It hasn't existed for a long time, unfortunately, and which is a shame because it was one of the best hardcore fests in Europe.
Oh mate, it was the best festival in hardcore, like across Europe. I remember ridiculous.
I remember seeing Sick of It All there in 2007.
Oh
and
mate,
the four-way wall of death, mate, and the circle pit going the whole way around the ice hockey arena, man.
Oh man, it was insane. And
that was also the first time I ever saw Nasty as well.
Oh man, like I just remember because unfortunately I never went, and I'm so gutted that I didn't because as far as I remember, the 2008 lineup was possibly one of the greatest lineups that anyone could ask for.
It's a shame that Shattered Realm missed their flight.
Oh man, that would have been insane if Shattered Realm were there because Shattered Realm
but Shattered Realm were there the year before. They were there in 2007, so that was fine. But they weren't there.
That's it.
But they weren't there as headliners though.
Yeah, that's it. If they were headliners at 08, fucking hell, that would have been insane. So anyway, so I can't fully remember what the lineup is, but as far as I'm aware, off the top of my head, it was like Nasty. You got Walls of Jericho. You got fucking
Walls of Jericho. Yeah,
Waking the Cadaver
as well. Before they got This Is Mad, 6 Foot Ditch were above Parkway Drive. Like, when you consider how big Parkway Drive are now, that's
exactly
that's insane.
It's so insane when you go back that far. When you think to the bands that were back then and what they are now, it's mental.
I'll tell you what, I remember in 2006 I saw Bring Me the Horizon at the Camden Barfly.
Yeah,
this tiny little pub in London. Yeah, this tiny little pub in London, And in 2018, I went to Woodstock Festival in Poland, which is like the equivalent of Download in Poland. And I watched Bring Me the Horizon on the main stage there in front of like fucking 500,000 people.
Oh my God.
And I thought to myself, like fucking 10, 15 years ago, I watched these boys in a fucking tiny little grubby pub in London. And now they're just here, like
one of the biggest bands at the moment, one of the biggest bands.
I'm sorry, but whether you like them or not, which for the record, I don't like them. I'm not into their music at all.
I'm not into them either. But yeah,
but you gotta respect that hustle, man.
Oh, 100%. You gotta respect it. 100%. Right, I'll tell you what. I have just looked it up. So I've looked up the oh fuck, this is volume 7. Fuck. I'm trying to look up the lineup for the Pressure Fest.
The poster was green. The poster was green.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh no, so I have actually got it. No, I do actually have it. So you got Shattered Realm, Bleeding Through, Throwdown, H2O, right. Death Before Dishonor, Do or Die, Knuckle Dust, 6 Foot Ditch, Waking the Cadaver, and then you got Bund 'Em Out, CDC.
Bund 'Em Out. Oh, fucking, oi. This is fucking jokes, yeah. Like after Bund 'Em Out finished, like Pierre was off his fucking nut, as you'd expect, and fucking Pierre was on the after they finished. Gangster. Yeah, after they finished, fucking Pierre was standing on the stage for about 10, 15 minutes, talking to the crowd about how Guinness turns your shit black.
Well, I swear as well. Right. I swear that when Knuckle Dust were playing, I saw a clip. It was
the funniest fucking thing.
I swear that, like, I swear it was Pressure Fest 08. I can't fully remember, but I remember Knuckle Dust were on, and their guitarist, I can't remember the name of. Fuck. I apologize.
Waymar.
Yeah, Waymar. Yeah. So he saw someone doing gymnastics in the middle. And then when he did that, it was like, right, I want all the black people on one side. I want all the white people on the other side. That is one of the best things. That's one of the best things that I've ever heard said at a show. That is so jokes.
Oh, that reminds me as well. Like that reminds me as well. Like when Knuckle Dust played Return to Strength Fest.
Yeah.
And fucking like Pierre comes in and like says, right, who's in charge of the heating? There's black people here. And the whole fucking literally the only black person there was Waymar, and like the whole fucking room just stopped, and they were like, didn't know what to do with stuff. Like, can he say that? Can he say that?
Oh my god! All these memories.
And the rest of us were just like absolutely fucking pissing ourselves laughing, and Wayman's just like,
oh
yeah,
my
what?
God! I'm actually like fucking.
Wayman probably told Pierre to do it.
Oh yeah, blatantly. But like those guys are always fucking jokers. They're gangsters.
Yeah,
I love them. They're fucking sick as fuck, man. All these
years down the line, and Knuckle Dust is still fucking. They're still Knuckle Dust, yeah. They're still keeping it real. They're still humble as fuck. Like, honestly,
yeah, standard. Like, yeah. No, they're sick as
fuck. The best band in the UK. The best band in the UK.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, this is yet another fucking segue, because we had a question thrown at us, and this is for the two of us, as to who our favorite UK hardcore bands are at the moment. Or like a top 3, I guess. I think it was. It was either a top 3 or what are your favorite UK hardcore bands at the moment. So I'll let you go first, and then I'll give my top 3. But yeah, I think by that, it would seem that Knuckle Dust would be in that top 3 for sure.
I mean, is it like of all time, or is it like who?
Oh no, like I'm gonna say like of all time. So like it can include bands that are about at the moment, and then bands that have been around like for the generations. But yeah, I'm gonna say of all time, throughout all the the time scale, I'd say.
Okay, so I would have to say, in terms of the music, the music I like. And stage and like how they perform live, Knuckle Dust, Cold Hard Truth without me in it, and Tempest Fray.
Tempest Fray as well. Oh shit! He's throwing out fair play, bro. Nah, I dig that actually. That's sick.
Seriously, it's a shame that Tempest Fray called it quits when they did, because what a fucking band. Honestly,
I've got to give you. Band. Yeah, I've got to back you up on that. Like Tempest Fray back in the day.
What a fucking band.
Fuck me. And they were sick as fuck.
And Cold Hard Truth with the original lineup, like without me, like the original lineup of Cold Hard Truth.
The original lineup, yeah. Because didn't they have was it Tim's brother that played guitar? Sorry, no. Who was it? Fuck, I can't remember now. I'm just trying to think of the actual original lineup.
No. Sorry, I'm getting it twisted. No, the Deliver the Fear lineup. I'm getting it twisted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. When Damo and Lee were on guitar, Joe was on bass, and
that's the one. Yeah. Sick.
Deliver the Fear lineup, Cold Hard Truth.
Sick. Yeah, no, that's solid. So you got Knuckle Dust, you got Cold Hard Truth, and then you got Tempest Fray. That's a fucking sick fucking trio. I'll give you that. So I guess I'm gonna say for me, oh fuck. I'm gonna say, I mean, this isn't a particular order, but I'm throwing Split Knuckle in there. I'm throwing Split Knuckle in there.
Definitely.
Those guys are fucking savage live, and they are sick.
They're incredible live. They're incredible musicians.
Yeah,
and they fucking hustle.
Because their latest split with Settle for Nothing was fucking so good. It was so good. So I got a rating for that. And then
I like the fact that it just came out of nowhere as well.
Yeah, that's it. They didn't really hype it up that much. It was just we didn't hype it up.
But it's like, right, there you go, and the whole place is like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone just went fuck, and so did I. But yeah, it was fucking savage. So I'm gonna say the Split Knuckles in there, and then I'm gonna throw in, I reckon, fuck. Let me think.
You got to think, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, it is.
I'm not judging.
No, but it's a powerful. It's a fucking savage one.
It's a hard question, man. It really is. It's a hard savage question. One.
But then I reckon, just for old school premises, I'm going to say Awoken. I have always
Red Justice crew, innit?
Yeah, exactly that. I've always been a fan of Awoken for fucking years upon years and years. Awoken are just fucking next level. But then, you know, it's going back to my roots.
I'll tell you what, right? It's as you've said that, there's a geezer on the Pintglass Facebook who actually directed a question at you.
Oh,
and he was asking, how did you get into music?
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, do you know what? Like, since you're throwing that question back at me, then I would have to say that back in the day, you know, we're talking like the original lineup for 6 Foot Ditch when they brought out Faces of Death, like that old school EP, that first one. And then Awoken's album Death or Glory was another massive factor for me in the UK hardcore scene. Well, just in hardcore in general. And then I would say that it was Knuckle Dust. Oh fuck! What's the name of that album? I gotta find it. It's the album with
For me, it was Promises Comfort Falls.
Yeah, that is still a sick album.
That was Time Won't Heal This.
Time Will Heal This. That's exactly the one. Yeah. Time Will Heal This.
Because the first Knuckle Dust down my hands was Promises Comfort Falls. And
fair play. Yeah. No, that's it. But yeah, Time Will Heal Us was another major album that contributed towards my love of hardcore nowadays. But then I would say the other shit would be, you know, you might go as far as I mean, obviously, like, you know, you got the Metallica shit from like old school days. But you know, in terms of actual hardcore, it would be Knuckle Dust, original 6 Foot Ditch, Awoken, and then I'm just trying to think of some others. But they were the 3 major ones that contributed towards my hardcore, man. There was savage back in the day.
I have to say, like, I didn't really get into hardcore until I joined No Second Chance.
Yeah, fair enough. Because I know
because I've always been into death metal, innit?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you're one of the biggest Meshuggah fans I've ever seen in my life. Like, you.
Hell yeah.
That I would say. I mean, I don't want to go as far as like. Would you say that Meshuggah are the best band? Like one of your favorite bands? I would say.
Certainly one of. Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, that's fair.
My favorite band right now is Dying Fetus, and has been for a long time. But
no, that's a fair point. Yeah, that's a good point.
But to be honest, like when I first heard Destroyer Race Improve and then Chaos Sphere, I was like, oh my God, this is like the this is like
the best thing. But that's the thing for me. Like, I was a little bit behind on the Dying Fetus the fucking train. So for me, the one thing that turned me over to being a Dying Fetus fan was the album In the Trenches. I think if it's called In the Trenches, I can't fully remember.
The song's called In the Trenches.
That's the song that's called In the Trenches. Yeah. But what's the album called? I can't fully remember.
I think it's off Reign Supreme. I can't remember either.
Oh no, that's it. It is Reign Supreme.
I should be ashamed to call myself a Dying Fetus fan because I don't know all the names of their songs. I don't know.
You don't have to be specific.
To be honest, like, if you judge me that way, you go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly that. Like everyone fucking has these types of, you know, slip ups when they're trying to chat about a band.
Yeah, man.
You know, everyone does that shit.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're wearing a fucking Dying Fetus t-shirt. Name 3 of their songs. Yo, Mama, Dead. How about that?
yeah, exactly. Kill your mother, rape your dog. How about that, bro? Fuck yourself.
Best one.
Yeah, fucking brutal song.
Yeah,
but yeah, like those times, yeah, listening to Reign Supreme by Dying Fetus was what probably turned me over to be a Dying Fetus fan. But then,
it's just the way it opens. It's just the way it opens.
It's insane. It's too much, bro. Like honestly, it is too much. It's so savage. But then when you enjoy a band like that, you then go back and listen to their old shit. So you know you sort of catch up with all of the old times and that. So yeah, fucking. But yeah, for me, as going back to the original question, Awoken, 6 Foot Ditch, and Knuckle Dust, like they were the ones that got me into that shit, like 100%.
Yeah,
I tell you, right, I'll tell you this as well. So, I'll tell you what. Right, hang on, give me a moment because I'm gonna go grab a beer because I'm loving this shit, bro. I tell you that this shit is awesome.
Yeah, grab one for me too as well, please. Yeah. Fucking look at this man. Look at this man, Sincerely Bishop. He didn't come prepared, so I'm sitting here. I've got all my shit in front of me, you know. Like I've got my cans ready. I've got my fucking if I smoke, I don't have my cigarettes. But I don't smoke anymore. But yeah, I come prepared.
Yeah, that's it. You had all your shit there, and then I had to.
That's it, bruv.
I only brought 2 out because I thought it'd be alright. But nah, Razor fucking big up to you, bro. Stellar gang, fucking stellar gang out here, bro. I'll tell you what, actually, that brings up a question that was thrown at us: is why is Stella superior compared to every other beverage?
Because it just is.
It just is.
Like, what kind of question is that?
Like, bro, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, it just is. Like, that would be my answer.
It just is.
Yeah, it just is.
Just is.
Like, you don't need to ask anything else. It just is. And anyone that drinks Stella knows that shit, bro. Now, he's like, we're going full of sass out here, bro. But right, so this is another thing. Whilst we're sort of chatting about music at the moment, so there was going back to your love. All right, let me start this again. Ever since I've known you, you have always been a fucking diva and a banger, Brett, when it comes to playing music. Like you are just one of those guys in your group that just knows how to play guitar, can play drums, can play bass, all that kind of shit. You just know your way around it. And that's why a fair while ago, we might be going back about 9 or 10 years, but you made a solo band called Pure Beef Against Everyone. Which is, I went back about a day or two ago. I was reminded of it and I went back and listened to it. And I tell you something, bro, I'm going to slam a pint to the song that you released as a music video.
Fucking do it, man.
No, bro, trust, I'm going to do it, man. Like 100% because people need to know about this band. And I know that I know that it hasn't been like in existence for a while, but it is just like that little side band, that little side piece band that you put together.
Well, that's the thing. Like, me and Jack, because me and Jack, we studied film and television together in college, and like I was at the time, I was obsessed with the game Manhunt on PS2.
Oh,
I was absolutely fucking.
Oh, bro, Manhunt.
I was
absolutely so sick.
Yeah, I was absolutely obsessed with that game, and fucking. Like me, that's how me and Jack became friends. Like we met in college, and we were down the pub together, and I just said to him like, do you know what we should do? Like we should make a music video. What I'll do is like based on Manhunt, yeah. I'll write a song and record it, and then we'll make the video together, and then like you edit it, and then you know because YouTube had only been in existence for about less than a year. It was in its baby stage at the time.
Because I know that like YouTube started in like 2005 or 6, I think. So yeah, you're like we're the same age. So you would have been in college at the same like around that time. Yeah.
Exactly. So so YouTube was in its baby stages at the time.
Yeah.
So and anybody that knows Jack Maguire will know he's an absolute fucking lunatic that would do anything for a laugh. So he was just like, yeah, fuck it. He was like, yeah, fuck it, man, let's do
yeah.
it.
He is he is a nutter, that Brad. But big up to
absolute fucking loon, but he's fucking lovely though. But yeah, so I wrote this song like a couple of days, recorded it a couple of days, and I did everything myself. I done the drums, the guitars, the vocals, done everything myself, and it wasn't even meant to be serious. It's just a laugh, innit? Just for the purposes of
man. I knew it was going to be a laugh from the get go, but yeah, that like it was savage that you'd be able to put it all together. And I remember as well, you wrote it with your, what was it, an 8-string or 9-string guitar? It was an 8-string. Yeah, 8-string.
With an 8-string. Yeah, because 8-string guitars was like, it wasn't a new thing, but at the time, like Ibanez had just put out the RG2228, which is like the first production 8-string, and I was one of the first people in the UK to get one of them.
Because I remember, you I swear you got it. And then did you change the pickups on it? I can't fully remember.
I didn't change the pickups on it, no. I haven't actually modified it in any way. Although I'm considering it because I haven't played 8-string for ages. You know, I've gone back to 6 because I've got a fucking limp wrist.
Yeah. So, all that wanking, bro. Like,
too much wanking. Because the thing is, right, here's a bit of advice for the young ones. So
here we go.
Basically,
here we go.
Right, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. No, we're going down. We're getting real. We're getting real with Ian King, bro.
All right, we're getting real. All right, hear me now. So you lose your virginity when you're like 13, 14 or whatever, right? Right. That's it. Get out your system.
I mean, no, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I didn't lose mine until I was 16, but yeah, I mean, I would have lost it if the opportunity came up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say, though.
No,
right? So
yeah, I know. Yeah, 100%. That's sorry, I'm putting you stride, bro. No, go for it. All
right, so you lose your virginity when you're 13, 14, whatever, and then you find it again and you get married and have kids.
Yeah.
Well, I can see the tumbleweed going across the screen right now.
It's just like, we're waiting on this, on this prayer, like, we're waiting on the after effect, bruv. Like, let's see what you got.
On the words of wisdom.
Yeah, we're waiting on the words of wisdom as we fucking...
There it is, bruv.
Bruv, there it is. Tell the family of the pint all this shit, man.
That's it, man. You lose your virginity when you're in young teens, and you find it again when you get married and have kids.
Exactly that. Fair play. Yeah, but that's it.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I'm here all night. Be sure to tip your waitress.
Exactly. Oh, the classic phrase, bro. The classic phrase. Fucking gangster as fuck. But yeah, so I'll definitely... You just smack that keg on the fucking side of your drum kit. My man.
Boy.
Man. There it is. Fucking ghetto as fuck. It's Slipknot of Mark II, bro. That's the one.
The funny thing is, right, it was on my 34th birthday, I had a couple of my boys round, and my mate goes to me, it's like, Ian, I remember you saying you wanted to have a beer keg as part of your drum kit, and I was like, yeah, man. He's like, well, let's go get one then.
What you just tell me about that? Tell me about that. Where'd you go?
So there's a pub like 5 minutes drive from my gaff.
Yeah.
So we just went round there, went in the back, nicked the fucking keg out the back, and put it in his car, and came back to mine and put it on my drum kit. There it
is. And there it is still today, because I remember seeing that when I bust over to yours last time, and I was like, "You got a fucking keg, bub? Like my G, love my G." It's just a shame that it wasn't like an embroidered fucking Stella keg. That would be the ultimate.
It is a Stella keg.
Oh, is it actually a Stella keg?
Yeah, look, hang on. If obviously the listeners won't be able to see it.
They won't be able to see it, but it is. Hang on, let me see this. So he's got it pointed up at the camera. He's pointing it towards. Oh shit! It actually has a sticker on it with the barcode with all of the best before date and all of the various other bits and pieces like the code and stuff. And it is embroidered with Stella Artois. Fucking hell yeah! I got to applaud that shit. I mean, why would it be anything else other than Stella?
Why would it be anything else?
Why would it be anything else other than Stella? Fucking hell! That's it.
I have not found a way to incorporate it into my kit yet, because
it's a fucking keg, bruv.
Yeah, it's a fucking keg, and
it's a keg of beer.
Ton.
Yeah,
it weighs an average. Well,
It's insane. Like, I would say the only thing that would be sick to use that to would be like a pint glass music video, like an actual genuine, like, you know, actor based, if you want to call it that.
Well, to be honest, I'm trying to write it into the new album.
Oh yeah, scene. So I mean, obviously we can roll on. Let's roll on Pint Glass, because I mean, Pint Glass is fucking. I mean, I don't know if you or Ben or Barney or any of the other guys in Pint Glass expected it to go in the way that it has. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I will give this the best answer I can.
Give it to the pint, people of the pint, man. Give it to the people of the pint. Let's see what go on. Then that's exactly the response we needed at that point, G.
The correct answer is no. We had no idea. Like, literally,
I don't think anyone could, to be honest.
No, literally, Ben and Barney just fucking done it for a joke. Like, they done it for a laugh.
Yeah.
And like, I remember, like, I was coming home from work, and Ben sent me High of His Hate, and was like, yeah, because me and Ben go back a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Ben sent it to me, and like, I was like, mate, this is fucking hilarious.
I mean, but that's it. Like, that as well, like, answers a question that someone had for us, which was, you know, how did you yourself get into Pint Glass? So I mean, as you say, like,
how did I get into Pint Glass?
Yeah, so like, you and Ben, as you say, like, go back a bit. So
we go back because like, Ben was at the time, Ben was playing drums in Carbine, and No Second Chance played with them with Pay No Respect.
Fair.
And yeah, that's how me and Ben became friends, and like, we also have mutual friends. So like, but anyway, and yeah, he sent me that track, and yeah, I was listening to it for days on end. It was just making me laugh. And at the time, because No Second Chance wasn't doing anything, and I'd left Cold Hard Truth. Like, I'd pretty much considered myself retired from playing music.
Yeah, fair enough.
This was the song that got me out of retirement. With High of His Hate.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, and for good reason as well. It's a good thing, because there are some people out there that would arguably say that you are one of the better drummers in the hardcore scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the UK hardcore scene. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
that's it. These aren't. That's it. Like, these are my words, but then they're also the words of fucking so many other people that, like, go.
That's cool.
Because they know your history, bro. They know your history. So, you know,
that's awesome. Fuck me.
So yeah, it's blessed as fuck. So anyway, so you and Ben, like, he sent you the tune, you were listening to it, fucking left, right, and center.
So couple of weeks later, like, it's just going over and over and over in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, should I do it? Should I not do it? And eventually I just thought to myself, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. So I sent Ben a message saying, like, yeah, if you're ever gonna do Pint Glass live and you want a drummer, like, hit me up. Like, you know, I could have chosen any instrument. I could have said, like, if you want a guitarist, you want a bass player, you want a drummer, hit me up.
Yeah.
But I chose drums.
Well, I think well,
you don't know.
Going back to what I was saying before, you know, because, you know, I've known you to be a sick guitar player, a sick bass player, and a sick drummer. So you're just kind of like, oh, fuck, what do I go for? And to be honest, I'm actually pleased that you did go with the drums, because the drum...
So am I, to be honest, because with Way the Geezer, like the EP Way the Geezer, like, Ben and Barney did everything themselves. Like, they wrote all the music. They wrote and recorded everything themselves. And for me, like, because like, Barney's not a drummer, which is, in my books, is a good thing, because the way he programs his beats, it gets me to think outside the box. Like, when I'm playing live, so I think to myself, like, okay, like, I have a structure to follow, which is fine.
Yeah.
But in my mind, like, there's certain fills in certain songs that don't work for me. So that spices it up live, you know what I mean? So when somebody comes to see Pint Glass live, you know, it's a live band. You know, you got Dave on guitar, you got Angelo on bass. You know, you got a live band behind Ben and Barney, and, like, you know, all the mistakes are going to be there from a live band, because we were discussing this in the beginning, like, because there's a lot of samples and stuff in Pint Glass, and we were like, do we want to play to a backing track or a click track? And I was like, no, fuck that, no fucking way, no fucking way, because that way you lose the punk rock feel of it, you lose like the live element.
Yeah,
and for me, this kind of music, it's live music.
Yeah.
If you have it to a fucking backing track, then it's just going to be fucking.
Nah, it will be shit as fuck.
We're not fucking Rings of Saturn, man. We're not that. We're not that band. We're a fucking. We're a punk band. It's just like
100%. You're DIY fucking geezer chord to the end, bro.
Exactly.
But that's when because I've seen when I saw you in Southampton and in Guildford. The only 2 shows that I think Pintglass have ever done that I was there to go see. But yeah, you have like the little electronic like pad that you set them off, and that is definitely the best way to go about it. And everyone else was fucking getting fully involved in that shit. Like that is
I couldn't believe how people were getting involved at the shows. It's only our first and second show, and I didn't believe that we had like that kind of buzz, and like the way that people just kicked off at both shows was just fucking insane. Honestly,
madness.
I've played first shows with a lot of bands growing up, and it's never been anything like that. That's like headline shit right there.
Do you know what I mean? Like that was what I was gonna say. It because for the Southampton Guildford show, when you guys started playing, all I saw was basically just high vis jackets, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like Jesus Christ.
That's the hilarious thing as well. Like we never made it public that we were playing in high vis. Although having said that, with the content of the Pintglass thing, it's kind of obvious that it was going to happen. So
I mean,
the way that the fans picked up on that is just fucking jokes. Like,
mate, it's insane. But that sort of again just goes back to the original point of like you had no idea that this shit was going to go down. Sorry, go on.
It wasn't even supposed to be. It wasn't even supposed to be a thing. I bet like Ben and Barney just made it as a joke, and it just blew up.
And that's exactly it.
And then we made even more of a joke out of it, and that's the best way to sum up Pintglass is it's the joke that's gotten out of hand.
Yeah, I remember you said that to me because when I met up with you and you were like, I sort of asked you the same sort of style of question, and you were like, "Bro, this is just a joke that's gotten out of hand," and I was like, "That's exactly what it needs to be. Just like you don't take it seriously, you chill." You do whatever the fuck, and then all of a sudden it just becomes this fucking, phenomenon, as it were.
It becomes what it becomes, and
exactly.
To be fair, the 5 of us, we want to try and keep it that way as long as possible.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
We don't have aspirations to jump on big management or jump on big labels or fucking anything like that. Like we just want to keep it funny, keep it to the ground, because the other guys have their own shit going on, which is bigger than Pintglass, and they want to keep it that way as well. So
for sure.
So that's the best thing about it as well. Like all 5 of us are on the same page, and because there's always like bands that like somebody wants something else, and it works for a while, and then eventually you start to clash. It's like at the moment, like it's not like that with Pintglass. Like we've said to ourselves from day one, this is how we want to roll. This is how we're going to roll.
And that's how you're going to do it. Yeah, fully. I mean, sort of, again, it goes back to what you were saying about when you got with Strangle to make the EP. You just got on so well, and you all had the same aspiration. You all had the same feeling about the EP.
Yep.
And that's how it works. Because as soon as one person pipes up and says, "Oh no, we need to do it this way," then you're just like, "Oh well, fuck this cunt," and then that's when it all goes out the window. So I think that is the success of both the EP and Pintglass is that you want to just keep it down to the ground and
absolutely, and hopefully the album as well when it's ready.
A bruv. I mean, when that comes out, a bruv.
I might as well talk about the album now because
well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to know about it. I'll tell you that.
A lot of people want to know. So as much as I can divulge now, it's not finished, but all the songs are written instrumentally. So we've got 12 songs.
12 songs. Gee, yeah,
12
nice.
songs, bruv. Yeah,
12 songs.
12 songs.
Big up.
Yeah, so kind of unheard of for a beatdown album, but we've tried to mix it up. Like, I'm not going to go as far as to say like, because you know how it is when people say like, oh yeah, like our music's really mature and blah blah blah. That basically means it's shit.
No, but the thing is, it's like, you know, if you bring out 12 bangers, which I'm almost certain you're gonna do, and if it's as dumb,
that's the point. That's the point. You know,
that's it.
If you're gonna write 12 extremely dumb songs, they've all got to be bangers.
Yeah, pretty much, and I know they're gonna be.
I hope they are. Well, I know they are because I've heard them.
No, and this is it, and I trust your music. I trust your music opinion above most of anyone else. So
everything else from there is up to the people to decide.
Yeah, that's it. And I think the people are going to be down with it.
And that's perfectly fine, you know, because the thing is, like, there's been a few people like complaining about Pintglass and saying, oh yeah, this is such a shit joke. This music sucks. Blah blah blah. I was like, well, I'm sorry, but you're listening to the wrong band, mate.
Well, that's it. Yeah, like, but that is also again like the same. It's the same mentality that I have.
And these are coming from people that listen to Beatdown as well. So,
yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, this is why, like, Down Before the Beatdown and Pintglass.
You're in the wrong.
No, go.
You're in the wrong pub, mate.
Yeah,
that's it. You're in the wrong fucking pub, mate.
Yeah, you're in the wrong firm, bruv. You need to get the fuck out, bro. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, this is why fucking, like, you know, Down Before the Beatdown and Pintglass and whatnot, just because we just don't give a fuck. Like, that is the beauty of it. It's because we just don't give a fuck. So, you know, when people start,
and the best thing is like, the sooner you stop giving a fuck, the happier you will be.
Oh my days, you have no idea how happy you are. When as soon as you just don't give a shit, like, and you just don't think to yourself like, oh no, I need to do this and this and this. No,
you can see the sloppy grin plastered across my face right now, and it's like, yeah,
yeah, but you can see it across mine as well. Because man, we're too old, bruv. We're too old. Like, you know, this is if we were younger. If we were in our 20s, then, you know. Nah. But no, I'm just saying, like, because everyone is so, like, overindulged in social media and shit like that, this is exactly why I keep my shit to a very limited, thing. I keep it to Instagram. I keep it to YouTube. Yeah, I do have a TikTok that I do every now and again, but I mainly got it just so that someone else wouldn't get it. And try and fucking.
And by the way, to people listening to this, it's pretty obvious that we know each other.
Yeah.
But, if you ask me who Down Before the Beatdown is, I'm not going to fucking tell you.
Yeah, exactly that. This is why I respect you so much, because you are one of the few people that know my identity, and you refuse to tell anyone. So that's sick as fuck.
Because the reason is because it's your thing.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's a very weird. I tell you this, it is so weird to have put together like this kind of concept without anyone knowing. You know, obviously they know what my voice sounds like because I'm doing podcasts and shit, because I'm trying to make new content for them. But then, you know, no one knows who I am, and I still go to shows in disguise. And it's like, you know, it's such a, for me at the moment, it's such a weird thing, but I've gotten used to it now. But it's sick as fuck that I'm able to just stay. I'm able to stay secretive and just still be this big kind of presence, which is sick as fuck.
I have to say, I'm really impressed with what you've achieved so far.
Yeah, I mean that's safe as fuck.
Because obviously, pardon me. Because obviously, if like, say for example, if like someone's made a name for himself already and then does a new thing, then happy days. But when nobody knows who the fuck you are and you start a new thing and then gain a big following, you know, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome. I've got I've got all the time in the world for that any day.
No, safe as fuck, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's a very bizarre thing to put together what I've done so far with no one knowing what I look like. And I tell you what was a weird thing as well was at both the Southampton and Guildford shows, like the Pintglass played, is that when I turned up, there were people that were like,
people know who you are without even seeing your face.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And like, I turned up and I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like, people are like, oh, I know who you are, and they want pictures taken and shit. Yeah, they say that. They're just like, oh, I know you, man.
I'll tell you something. Yeah, when we done the show in Guildford with Street Soldier, like I had to leave after Pintglass played.
Yeah.
Because I had to take my missus to hospital the next day because we're having
you were having the boy
scan.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah. So that's when we found out he was a boy. But you know, it's 20 weeks. I cannot miss that.
Yeah, and, of course, you can't. Not for shit.
But I wanted to say goodbye to you, but I couldn't fucking find you anyway. So I'm fucking obviously, you know, I was a little bit drunk at that show, and I'm just walking around and like, hey, where's fucking Down Before The Beatdown? Where the fuck is he? Fucking wanker, where is he? And like Bear Mansley was like, oh shit, beef.
Yeah, I know.
They thought I was looking for you so I could kick your head in.
Yeah. I remember that shit. Oh my days, I remember that shit. I remember you were telling me that the next day.
Yeah,
you were telling me like, yeah, these mans were like, when you called that out, and they were like, oh shit, beef. It's like, nah, man, I've known this boy for time. What you chatting?
Oh shit!
Fucking hell! I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, because I remember at that show. So when I turned up, I was given and very fucking sound by the promoter of the show. He gave me a little table area that I could put my merch on, and then he also got me a 10-pack, and he also got me a 10-pack of Stella, which was sick as fuck. So
happy days.
Yeah, it was happy days. So I was just getting fucking hammered for that. And then obviously I got on stage with you and Pintglass, and then I got on stage with Street Soldier as well. And I was just licked, bro.
I'd say I'm pretty sure the only sober people at that show were the designated drivers and the straight edge people.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way you can go to a Pintglass show and not drink.
Honestly, fucking both those shows, but especially the Guildford show, like they were fucking parties.
Oh mate, they were massive parties. They were fucking savage. But then, yeah, as well, you know, because we were hanging out quite a bit then. At the show, like the Guildford show, and we were just fucking, you know, dishing up the 10-pack of Stella that I was given, and then I held on to a few. I go on for Pintglass, I down a pint, I fucking start crowd killing, and then I do it for Street Soldier. I go up to the boys, and I'm just like, yo, is it all right if I join you on stage? They were just like, you get the fuck back there and you down beers, bro. So I was like sick as fuck. So I come out, I do a pint, and I just fucking.
How's that for a fucking vocation? It's like going on stage and like necking Stellas in front of people.
Mate, I am like, the mad thing is,
where do I sign up?
Yeah,
where do I sign up, man?
The mad thing is that I've sort of unintentionally become like a fucking beatdown hype man. You know what I mean? Like I come up on stage and I'm just slamming beers and I'm just getting everyone. Like it's jokes as fuck though, man. It's so sick, and it works as well with Pintglass because all of your.
So how many bands have you got messaging you saying, "Can you be on stage for us?"
Well, to be fair, like it's not really for me. It's not really a case of bands wanting me to be on stage. There are a few, like you know yourselves, and
that's good. That's good.
There's a couple. That's how go.
I say like every show off that Pintglass gets that we can accept because the thing is like we all work full-time jobs as well, so
yeah, fully.
And obviously me having a kid as well, it's a bit difficult to jump on every single show that we get offered.
It's gonna really it's gonna fuck it up a little bit.
But every single show off we get that we can accept, the number one question comes to me is like, can Down Before The Beatdown make it?
You see, I mean, we go hand in hand. It's fucking jokes, man. Because I keep my identity a secret. You guys wear your fucking bandanas and fucking balaclavas on stage and shit. It just works. It works.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
It works.
It works.
I mean, that's more. It's more like the reasoning behind that is like we want to put the focus, like the stage show. We want to put the focus on Ben and Barney because they're the two front men.
No, yeah.
Right, so
that's fair enough.
Like,
yeah,
obviously, you know, me, Dave, and Angelo don't make it a secret. We're in Pintglass, but at the same time, like we are not the face of the band. They're Ben and Barney are the face of the band. They're the creative. They're the creative masterminds behind it. We're just there to play the songs, you know.
No, it's fair. I mean,
we're not session musicians, you know. Like we are actually in the band. You know, we like the five of us are a democracy. Like the five of us make a joint decision on business and whatnot.
Yeah,
but at the same time, when it comes to the show, it's about them, you know.
No, well, that's fair enough. But then that's the really good thing about it is that even though Ben and Barney are the face of it, because, you know, obviously Ben is the vocalist of Band in Fear and then Barney is the vocalist of Replacer, but you three are still just as important as everyone else in the band. And that is the beauty of it, because it will never happen. And I definitely know it will never happen. But yeah, if, you know, when you're in a band and the vocalists like get a big head and all that shit and they try and make it all about them, that's when it just goes out the window. But I know for a fact that Ben and Barney are the soundest prayers. So they are not going to be, it's not going to go to their head in the slightest. So,
and that's another reason why I was, I jumped at the chance of working with Ben, because like, I haven't known him that long, but at the same time, like he's for amount of his talent, he's really fucking humble.
Yeah, no,
and
but
Barney
he is.
Well, you know,
he's sound as fuck, but then,
but they're so humble as well. Like it's really refreshing, you know, because I've met so many people in my. I mean, like they think they're amazing, but they're not. No, really. I'm not going to name any names because I want to shit on anybody's parade. So
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
I've met too many people like that, and to be honest, I ain't got time for people like that.
Nah, that's the thing, man.
But Ben and Barney, honestly, you know, the pair of them, they just stand up, genuine people.
Yeah,
you know, what you see is what you get.
Exactly that, and that's exactly how it needs to be, because, you know, as you say, you meet these people that I can only assume. Not just Dave, Dave, fucking not just Ben and Barney, but Dave and Angelo as well. It's the same with them, you know. The guitar bassist in Pintglass. It's exactly the same with them. You know, what you see is what you get. Yeah, 100%. I mean, but again, that just needs to be the way that it needs to be that way. Because there's no way in hell that anyone that's got their head up their own arse is going to be a part of a band that is just like trying to make it as much of a joke as possible. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone that's big-headed is particularly if you're getting the kind of attention that you're getting, you know, anyone that is just up their own arse is going to be like, oh, well, you know, we need to do this and sign into this.
Oh, well, you know, but I know better, so fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why you need to be down to earth to make a fucking banging band like that. Otherwise, it's not going to work, like, at all.
Well, so, and you know, don't get it twisted, yeah. Like we do argue a lot.
Oh no, but that's it's only natural that you're going to. Yeah.
But you know, like we have discussions about shows and merch and fucking all sorts of shit. You know, there's like we've had so many offers to sign to labels and we've turned them all down.
Well,
after much deliberation. You know, it's not been like, oh no, fuck them. Nothing like that. You know, the five of us have sat down and spoken to great lengths sometimes, and made our decisions from them. So it's not like a one person dictatorship or a two person dictatorship. It's not like Ben and Barney call the shots and we do everything. No, it's all five of us make the decisions.
Yeah, no, and that's how it needs to be.
It's what it needs to be. Seriously, in any band situation, you know, you need to have a democracy.
Yeah.
If you have a dictatorship, you know, it it may work for some to some degree. So obviously, you know, depending on your circumstances, depending on who you are, it may work, it may not. But from my experience, like trying to keep things as democratic as possible works. And honestly, it's worked for us. So,
oh mate, bro, I couldn't agree more. Like honestly, I couldn't agree more with being like just being together as one rather than just being this fucking dickhead that is trying to make a name for himself and whatnot. Nah, fuck all that shit. So, I mean, this is why Pintglass are gonna make a fucking name for themselves, because humble as fuck, like make the sickest music that is just, you know, got the jokes fucking lyrics that it has, you know, so it is gonna be blessed as fuck. But I tell you what, right? There's people out there that take Pintglass more seriously than Pintglass, and that's this is it. That's the mad thing about it. That is the mad thing about it, is that so many people, you know, they'll look at your YouTube fucking views, like with Slam Worldwide and all that kind of stuff. They'll look at your Spotify fucking, you know, hits every month, and they'll be like, oh my god, these guys have, you know, they must be trying to take it seriously. But then when you actually think about it in the background, they're just like, nah. It's just mate. It is what it is. Like, we got these, which is sick as fuck. This will pay for like merch and stuff like that, but no, like we ain't. Yeah, fuck yeah, and you know, and really, honestly, all those people that have been getting involved and making that possible, like for us, because that's the thing. Like Dave was saying, our guitar player, like we've put out quite a lot of merch in a very short space of time, and that's purely down to the fans fucking jumping on it. No, well, that is. That's so true. You know, that, the amount of listens you get is because of that. Yeah, absolutely. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. And there's been a few, not between us, but there's been a few arguments with other parties about certain things. And the way that we see it is that, you know, the punters want to see us. The punters like getting involved with us. So that's all we care about. Yeah, and that's it. So and that's all you need to care about. You don't need to worry about the big shit. If there's a demand for Pintglass, if we can fulfill it, then we'll do it. Yeah, and exactly that. And because of the recognition that you've been given, and you know your fans are listening to your shit and they're fucking loving it, then you have the ability to make all the merch that you can. Which is sick as fuck. Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, if people want it, then we'll do it. You know, it's because at the end of the day, it's down to them that we can do it in the first place. So, you know, we're not going to walk around with our heads up our asses thinking we're fucking Billy Big Bollocks. Like, oh, yeah, we got fucking 14,000 listeners on Spotify. So, fuck everybody else. Nah, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Fuck all that shit. It's too much of a fucking ball ache to keep up that persona, even if you were. Do you know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. You just got to stay to your humble roots, and then you got to stay humble, man. Nobody's entitled to anything. Exactly that. Anything. You know, the only way that you can get shit is through hard work and actually putting in the effort, which you guys do. So that's and the thing is, that's sick as fuck. And the thing is as well, like. What people forget, especially people involved in the arts, is that it's the punters that decide who does what. Yeah, you know? It is. It actually is. Like it genuinely is, because if they don't listen to your shit, then you don't get nothing out. Then you get nothing out of it. That's the nature of the beast. You know, you could be fucking. You know, you could be Mozart, right? You could be fucking Mozart. But if no one's listening to you, then that's it. It's game over. You know, you're not going to get anything. Exactly. And it doesn't matter how much fucking PR and money you throw at it. If people aren't listening to you for whatever reason, best known to themselves, that's another story. But you know, it's how it is. It's down to the people. Yeah, it is. And it's fully down to the people. Yeah, and to be honest, you know, we're very fortunate in the sense that people enjoy what we do and want to get behind it. So yeah, happy days. Happy fucking days. We really thank everybody for that. Seriously. Yeah, no, 100%. Especially through the pandemic, you know, when like we haven't been able to play gigs, like haven't been able to do anything, and yet fucking people are still laughing at our jokes, they're still liking our shit, they're still buying our merch. So that's awesome. That really is. We can't thank the fans enough. Yeah, I mean, I can't like on my side of things, I can't thank the fans enough as well, because I remember when lockdown first started going into play, and I was in a position where I was unemployed, I didn't have any work, and there was no money coming in. And then I just remember I made an announcement on Instagram that, like, you know, the videos are gonna have to be slowed down a little bit because I don't have the money to get the alcohol and stuff. And I genuinely didn't either. I was like broke as fuck. And then some matey from Belgium. I forget your name, brother. If you're listening to this, I forget your name, man. But I mean that you mean the world to me at this point. He set up a, you know, not a Kickstarter but a GoFundMe. He like set up a GoFundMe for me, and then people started donating to it, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this shit? Like, I don't fucking understand why this is happening. But yeah, it's absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane. So yeah, we just had a little bit of technical difficulty. I couldn't hear, but I could see that you were applauding. So I could see that you were giving it some.
Honestly, like whoever that person is that set up for you, what an absolute fucking G.
Yeah,
and that's the cool thing. Like, that's one of the cool things. Like, all this fucking COVID bollocks has done. Like, it's brought out the best out of a lot of people.
It really
and, like,
has.
A lot of people have like shown their support to each other.
Yeah, no, it really, really has. And I can't thank the people enough that donated to that. You know, because and in all fairness as well, I made sure that I donated half of that to the NHS, of which I did. And it was
Good
like,
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I made sure, because, you know, I made, you know, I said to people on Instagram, like, you know, things are a little bit fucked at the moment. And then matey starts the GoFundMe, and then people donate to it. So I was like, nah, I can't take all of this. So I donated half of it to the NHS. And it was like, altogether, it was about, incredible. I think altogether it was like 210 quid, something like that. It was mental. It was absolutely mental.
Every little helps, man.
It really does. It really does.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was mad. It was absolutely mad.
It's people like that make the world go around. In my opinion,
it does. Fuck yeah, it does. People like that actually look out for, you know, they're kind enough to be able to look out. Like, if it's someone that they like the content of and they really want to help them out because they genuinely like the person, and when shit like that happens, you're like, fucking hell, like, you know, it really sort of brings you down a bit as to what you're doing for people in this kind of music community, you know, in the hardcore beatdown scene, and people are willing to come out and do that kind of stuff. Fucking mental. Absolutely mental.
If you were one of those people and you're at a Pintglass show, come and tell me and I'll buy you a pint.
100%. Fucking hell, I was just vaping some fucking cannabis oil. It went down the wrong fucking way. Fucking savage.
Swallow it.
You're fucking brutal. Right, so with a fucking, are you still drinking the pot cans, Roger? Standard.
Hell yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm. Right, so there's one. Brother. So there's one question that I will throw your way that was put to you on your Pintglass Facebook page. Some guy asked, what is the future of No Second Chance? So I'm going to throw it to you because I know that you're a part of Pintglass, you're ex-Collar Truth, and you're also a part of, you know, No Second Chance as well. So, you know, let's see what goes on.
So, yeah, you're right. So basically, there's a big misconception surrounding No Second Chance. Like, everybody thought that the band split up, and we never split up. Like, No Second Chance never split up. You know, we've been going for 10 years now. The only thing is, like, there's the factors that are surrounding us not being as active as we used to be, because we used to play like fucking 100, 150, 200 shows a year. Like, over in Europe, UK, the US, fucking all over the gaff.
Yeah, but, I remember seeing like back in the day. I remember seeing all of those fucking like shows popping up. I was like, Brad, these guys are doing bits, you know.
Doing bits, bruv. Yeah, fucking hell. Like, honestly, like, the thing is, like, we haven't been active as a band, like, in terms of the circuit.
Yeah.
Because it's a logistic thing. So like we're too spread out across the country now, and we've all got, and we've all got wives and kids. So
that does bring it down a little bit when you have families and stuff.
Man, it throws a spanner in the works, and like
100%,
and like a few of the guys like Dave, Kirill, Bieber, like they've all got really good jobs, like they've got really good careers. So like obviously that's their main thing.
Well, I mean, it's understandable, you know. You gotta think of your family first, you know what I mean? Before,
absolutely,
100. Yeah, you definitely got it. You have to,
absolutely. But the best thing is like, despite all that, like we still talk to each other like 2, 3, sometimes every day, like every day, like two or three times a week or every day. You know, we chat shit, we have a laugh. And like our wives and kids are all friends as well, so like we're all still really close.
Yeah, well, that's the best thing about it, is that if you're able to still chat to each other, then it just means that it hasn't completely like gone away. So you know, that's blessed.
Yeah, so like it was literally like the last sort of 5 years or so have been like every member of the band has had like massive transitional periods in their life, be it like having kids or buying houses or like new careers and such. Like, and it's just too big stuff to be able to jump on like the shows we used to be able to do what we used to be able to do. Because don't forget, like we're all in our 30s now. You know, we're not fucking spring chickens.
Yeah, well, that's
old,
it.
Fucking grunny grunt now.
Well, that's it. Like, you know, as you get older, you just, you know, obviously you start settling down.
All that shit just comes into play. Change.
Yeah, exactly.
Your priorities change,
and they do. They 100% do.
Yeah, like seriously, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I wish we could do what fucking Knuckle Dust are doing. Like they're fucking 25 years deep in the game, and they're still at it.
Oh man,
it'll be fucking great.
That's next level. I mean, to be able to go on with that shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, it's life. It is what it is.
Yeah,
you know, and like for myself in terms of No Second Chance, you know, like I haven't left the band as far as I'm concerned. I'm still the drummer of No Second Chance.
Yeah,
everybody else is in the band. Is Dave and Cheney are still the guitar players. Bieber's still the singer. Kirill's still the bass player.
Yeah, that's it.
We're just getting on with our shit, but at the same time, we're still close. You know, we still talk. We still dabble with the idea of writing a new album, but you know, like life gets in the way, especially when you got kids, and especially when you got like demanding jobs.
Yeah,
so,
that's it.
So watch this space basically. But one thing I will say is for everybody that's asked about No Second Chance, thank you very much. You know, that means a lot to us because. And I don't care, right? I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to speak for myself. You know, I'm not going to
speak from the heart, brother. Let the family of the pint know this shit. Go on, bro.
Yeah, I don't feel that No Second Chance got as much love as I feel we should have. Like, given the amount of work that we did, the amount of shows that we've done, the amount of touring we've done over the years.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel that we got the amount. I don't feel that we got the love that we deserved.
Which is a shame because like No Second Chance are, you know, one of the sort of they've been around for a while, you know what I mean? So it's a shame that they weren't given the love that they were given. But you know, I mean, who knows?
Maybe maybe people didn't like our music, which is fair enough.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
But the thing is, like, there's all this talk about like hard-working bands and like hustling and blah 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 in the hardcore scene. And I feel that No Second Chance was one of those bands that was just fucking like we like it got to the point when like we were going to Europe at least like fucking 2-3 times a month. At the same time, we were playing like fucking shows weekly in the UK while working full-time jobs.
Yeah, exactly. And then also going like doing DIY tours to fucking America and
fucking hell. But yeah, the
fucking
US
insane.
Tours,
it's insane the work ethic those boys have.
Yeah, seriously, like fucking Dave, like organised the first US tour. Dave organised the whole thing himself. Like he like
powerful,
tirelessly. Man. Seriously, he's working a full-time job. He's looking after a sick dog. He's looking after the rest of us because you know we were all fucking drunken drug addict liabilities at the time, and fucking he was carrying all of that on his shoulders while fucking dealing with booking us a US tour, which we were all ungrateful about. We were like fucking like, oh man, this is too much. We can't fucking do it, man. This is crazy. What the fuck, man? But we did it anyway.
Fucking
honestly, Dave Haddock doesn't get the credit he deserves from.
Well,
from
fair
the
fucking
scene.
Play to that, man. All I can say is fair fucking play.
Not even. I'll tell you what. Not even from it. He doesn't get the credit he deserves from his own band. Never mind the fucking hardcore scene. seriously. That guy's the fucking true hustler. He really is.
Fair play to him, man. Fair play to him. If he's able to put together those types of, putting together an American tour, in the background of looking after a family and fucking, having a full-time job and all that kind of stuff. Fucking hell. That's the kind of work ethic that needs to be, like given a knighthood to in the hardcore scene. You know what I mean? But
fucking hell, yeah.
But
it sounds like I'm having a whinge, and to be fair, I am.
No, you can have a whinge if you want, but fully have a whinge. Who gives a fuck?
Honestly, I feel like we put in so much work with that band, like with the album Burden of Life. Like I wrote most of the album myself, and I poured my heart and soul into that album. Like I tried to make it the best I could, like musically, and no one gave a fuck.
You see, that's just it's just a fucking harsh thing that was going on. You're fucking savage.
But that's life, man.
That's unfortunately what it is. Is No Second Chance. They produce something, it goes out, and it doesn't get the recognition it deserves, and then it's just kind of like
and it falls on deaf ears.
Yeah, that's it.
Having said that, there's a few people reached out and said that they enjoyed it, and cool, happy days.
Yeah, fair play.
I'm really grateful though for the people that did that.
Yeah, it's just there was some recognition of it. You know what I mean?
But that's life though.
Yeah,
that's the way the cookie crumbles. What can I say?
That's it. Yeah, that is just unfortunately the way it goes. But I mean, hopefully at some point down the line, we might hear something from No Second Chance. We'll see what happens. But I mean, not heard anything from them for a few years. But who knows? They might just come out of the bag, pull something out of the bag, and then just make a comeback. Who the fuck knows?
It's basically watch this space. The desire is there. And like I said, like we're all close, like as friends.
Yeah.
We talk to each other at least like 2-3 times a week, sometimes daily. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's it.
But right now, right now for me, my main focus is Pintglass.
Well, and that's fair enough. And
for the other guys, there's. Yeah, it's whatever their main focus is. Their main focus.
Yeah, that's it. So I mean,
we'll see what happens.
Hopefully, at some point down the line, we hear something from them. But I mean, who knows? Fingers crossed. We'll see what goes down.
Yeah,
but I mean,
if a big enough noise is made, then we'll see. We might do something, but.
Well, we'll see what goes down. I mean, if anyone's listening to this and they want to hate it, they want No Second Chance to make it.
Yeah.
Woo! But if there are people out there that just want to hear it, like want to make a bit of a fuss about it, then you know where to go. Just go on social media, and I'm sure he'll be able to pull something out of the bag. We'll see what goes down.
Let me fucking let me dry my eyes.
We don't fake tears on this podcast, bruv. You know what I'm saying? We don't fake tears out this bitch. But I'll tell you what.
This is my fucking life, mate. I'm not making any of this up. This is my fucking life.
But this is exactly what I appreciate about having you on as a guest, is that you're just real, you're true, you speak from the heart, you tell it how it is, and that's exactly what we want on here, man. This is real shit. I'm not
a fucking rock star, man.
Nah, like no one's a rock star, man. No one's a rock star.
What you see is what you get, and if you think you're a rock star, then you need to take a step back and reevaluate your fucking.
No, you just need to go and fuck yourself if you think you're a rock star, man. Fuck that shit.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but now you've said it.
But this is it. Like on Down Before The Beatdown,
I fucking hate people that think they're rock stars.
It's like,
mate, you're playing a fucking hardcore band to 50 people on a Saturday night if you're lucky. You're not a fucking rock star.
Real shit, bro. Real shit. God damn, it's real shit, man. It's real shit. But I tell you what, right? So I'm gonna end this podcast with just one more question. We'll have one more.
Yeah. One more. Yeah, come on then.
A question that was put towards us was, what music do we listen to apart from slam, hardcore, and beatdown? What do you listen to if it isn't any of those genres? He's putting his
German techno.
he put his lips. He put his finger to his lips in a motion.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously,
honestly, I'm a massive techno fan. Like seriously. when I'm working nights and I'm on my fucking Jack Jones repairing machinery, I'm fucking listening to techno.
Oh, fair play.
It's what gets me through it.
Well, that's fair. If that shit gets you through a work day, then 100. Fuck yeah, you listen to that shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here.
No, you go on that tangent, bro. You go on that tangent.
When people say, like, with dance music, there's no fucking there's nothing to it. Actually, I'll tell you what, there's plenty to it. There is plenty to it. And for me, with techno, especially like agrotech, like aggressive techno for those
that may
don't be fucking stupid on this channel. But yeah, but anyway, what I really enjoy is fucking agrotech, which is like it's techno, but with like metal vocals on it.
Oh shit! Like, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so bands like Combi Christ, Dawn of Ashes, fucking Suicide Commando.
Oh shit! Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, so bands like that is what I listen to quite a lot. But I've really been getting into a lot of like ESSA lately, or electronic substance abuse, which is I don't know where he's from. Because this kind of music's massive in South America at the moment. Amdusha is another one which I really like as well.
Oh, very nice.
And it's like really just like really hard, heavy techno, but with like black metal vocals on it. Most of you listeners will probably be like, mate, that sounds fucking like bullshit. And yeah, I don't give a fuck, man.
No, but who gives a fuck? Like, if that's the style of music you listen to, who gives a shit, bro? Who gives a fuck?
Seriously, it's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck. Because I listen to slam and death metal on a daily basis.
Yes,
but when I'm working, I need something a bit more mechanical. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair enough.
I can sort of like
something that's exactly that. Something that's going to keep the rhythm going, the beat flowing. Yeah, you know,
exactly. Something I don't have to think about too much.
No,
but
that's
the problem
fair.
is
that's fair.
Me having a music producer's mind, I do think about it.
Well, this is it. Is that if you can take your mind off of the work that you're doing at that time, then whatever the fuck you listen to, it doesn't matter. As long as you're listening to it and you're getting on with your job, then you're all good. You know what I mean?
On the contrary, it helps me concentrate.
Oh, well, fair enough. You know, like it
helps you concentrate.
That's it. Whatever it does to your mindset when it comes to doing your job, then as long as it puts you in the right mood and you're not like just wallowing, going, fuck this day.
Right. No. I'll tell you what. Let me put it into context. Right.
Go on.
So the other day I was doing a job like fucking like trying to repair this fucking shit pump, because when you've got places like restaurants and shops above a train station, somewhere with a big underground space, they can't have plumbing, so they have an evac system.
Oh,
and
okay.
So every now and again the evac system breaks and shit goes everywhere.
Right.
So I was doing a job a few nights ago fixing one of them, and I've got Amdusha going in my head, which is like there's
just going for it, like loving it.
Yeah, just fucking football hooligan music. So basically, I've got that in my head, so that's all right. Now I'm trying to repair a fucking bus joint, and I'm hoping that it doesn't burst and the shit comes out. Now, think about this. If you got just like some monotonous one train music going, you could probably do it. But when that sick breakdown's about to drop, and the fucking you're trying to
I tell you, wait. I tell you
hold
what.
the fucking shit pump together, and then suddenly,
I tell you what, right? I tell you what. Just to give people a bit of context, what is it that you do as a job? Because I know what you do as a job, but like, what is your profession at this point? What is your profession?
Right. So, what is your profession, Spartans?
What is your profession?
At the moment, I have no profession. I'm just a fucking handyman.
Oh no,
because,
that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, I'm just a handyman. But I was actually before lockdown started, I was trained to be a sommelier.
Yeah.
Which is basically a wine specialist.
Yeah, I remember you. I remember that. Yeah.
For top end restaurants.
Yeah.
So, but obviously lockdown started and all the restaurants stopped, and my wine school stopped as well. So I had no work.
So yeah, it just all goes out the window, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I took a part-time job at Waitrose. So I'll tell you what though, fair play to him. You know the discount's fucking sick.
Yeah, I can imagine it is. So right, so
I get fucking 25% off Stella's, mate. I can't complain.
I hope there's a Waitrose around the corner from you if that's what you're doing in terms of your booze. Standard.
Nah, bro. I've been going all over the place. Because basically what I've been doing is I've got mates that work in like all sorts of places, and I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a fucking carpenter or anything, but I can do bits. And
I can do bits as well. Like I'm a painter and decorator. I can do bits as well. You know, like little bits and pieces here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and saying like my mate who's an aircon engineer, he says, "Oh yeah, do you want a bit of money?" And I was like, "Yeah, fucking hell yeah!" So like, because the thing is, like, while the hotels have been shut, you know, all their shit still needs maintaining.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they do.
Yes,
fully do.
Yeah, so I've basically just been rocking up and having cash in hand jobs.
Sick as fuck. Cash and claw is a fucking banger. Like
cash and claw. I'll tell you what, it's great though, because it takes you back to fucking when I left school. Because when I left school, like fucking, I had no aspirations to do anything whatsoever. And I used to go up to building sites and just be like, yeah, do you need a labourer? Do you need someone to make the tea, or just fucking shit like that? And I get fucking like between like £50 to £100 a day, depending on what I did.
Oh, mate, that's right. So I remember hearing in a podcast that I listened to, like a comedian called Joey Diaz. He has a podcast, and he always talks about how like people of our generation, or like this generation, I should say, have just lost like the hustle of trying to earn money. You know, so like the paper round from when we were kids.
Yeah. Paper rounds, yeah, fucking hell, I've done paper rounds.
Like, do you know what I mean? I did paper rounds as well. Mate, like, do you know what I mean?
When I was 10 years old, me and my next door neighbour, we used to go down to the golf course. We used to go down Rice Golf Course and nick all the golf balls and sell them back to the golfers.
Oh, mate, you see? Oh, bro. So that, you know what I mean? Like that again. It's the hustle that has been left out of this generation. Like, there's no hustle. Like, I remember. Yeah, doing a paper round, and then I remember as well, which is really bizarre, that my parents back in the day, they had the Wye Valley Leisure. I think it was Wye Valley Leisure Company, but they used to hire out bouncy castles and sunbeds to people. So my old man would take me out to like earn just a little bit of cash, like maybe 20 quid or something like that, just to help him put together like a bouncy castle, like put in the pegs and all that shit, set the blow up, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like back then, you know, I'm like 8 or 9, 10 years old, and I'm making like 20 quid. Like, what do you mean, bruv?
Yeah, like, 20 quid was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, 20 quid was a fuckload back then, you know.
Yeah, it's like when I said to I used to say to my old man, it's like, can I have some money for sweets? And he'd be like, shut up, mate, go wash my car.
Yeah, exactly. And that was another hustle that was go down as well, is you know, washing cars.
And then the next thing you know, you go to wash the neighbours' cars, because that's the thing, like, you live on the street and like everybody knows you on your street.
Yeah.
So like you knock on the door and be like fucking little Billy's like, oh, can I wash your car? Yeah, you can wash my car, because I know that fucking your dad lives up there. So
that's it.
I'll give you a tenner. Job's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. So that it's just that little bit of hustle that has not been, no one in this generation knows about the hustle. So yeah, going back and just fucking washing cars, fucking going up to a building site, as you were saying, and just saying, "Yo, do you need someone to just do some labor for you?" And then you get a little bit of cash in your hands. Fucking best thing.
Absolutely,
it's the best thing being able to get that shit.
I had to pay for my drugs somehow.
Yeah, exactly. We had to pay for our weed somehow. We had to pay for our sweets. We had to pay for our shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For real.
We had to pay for our booze somehow. So yeah, you just get a little hustle.
We had too much respect for old people back then to just be going up and robbing them. Oh man.
Man, that
sounded terrible.
No, but unfortunately, that kind of shit.
True though.
It's true. It is true. Like that shit would go down all the time. When you see these old bitties, like these elbows, just getting fucking
these elbows.
You know what I'm saying? These
fucking elbows.
Yeah, these fucking elbows are getting fucking done in by kids on the street. But I mean, nah, if you knew them on your road, you'd be able to help them out. Like, just cut the grass, like, mow the lawn, whatever the fuck, and, wash their car for fucking, even if it was for a quid. Even if it was for a quid, you can buy like a little bottle of lemonade and some sweets, and that would sort you out on a hype train for, doing whatever it was that you would do when you were a fucking kid. Like, you would be the envy of your friends until you figured out how to raid your brother's hash stash. I remember my brother used to like sort of a little, not a hustle on him, but if you got an older brother and you roll into his room, and if you look under the bed and there's a blank VHS tape, if it was all black, that was porn, and he was just hustling and he was just holding it under the bed. You would swipe that shit. And then if he was new to drugs, because my brother was 3 years older than me, so where I would look for porn, he would also keep like a little bit of hash or a little bit of weed. I'll tell
you what, yeah, we are so lucky that we live in the age we live in, because porn is just like, you can just like, you can go on a site and be like, don't like her, don't like her, don't like her, don't like her, don't like her. God, and you find your thing and that's it. But back in the day when there was no such thing as the internet, and you had a porn tape, like, you've got what you got.
Oh, mate, I remember like fucking wanking. Oh, bro. Nah. So I remember wanking to let me finish the story, bro. Let me finish the story, man.
Stand up. Oi. Come on.
On a real thing.
Let me finish. Please, can I finish?
Let me finish, man. Give me. Oh, God, to finish. But no, I remember back in the day looking into my my old man's drawer, and you would open it up because he would keep like a little bit of change in there that you might swipe away, like a 50p or like a little 20p here and there. But I remember there was the Lover's Guide. The Lover's Guide.
50p note.
Oh, mate, trust me. Like
what?
Like so there was a thing on VHS called the Lover's Guide, which was like this little fucking thing that it was like a guide. It was made in the 80s. It was a guide to show couples like the best things that you could do when it came to sex and things like that. How to make out and all this kind of bullshit. It was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. I'm not even joking.
Wow.
It's basically. I'm not even joking, bro.
It was an instruction manual for virgins.
Yeah. Bro,
it's basically an instruction manual for virgins.
It was insane. It was insane. But no, let me finish this. So I remember getting the video.
Come on, let's have it.
I remember getting the video, and then in my bedroom, I had a little CRT TV, which is like the TV with the with the fucking bulb in it. Do you know what I mean? Like the big glass fucking tube in there, the old tube TVs, all that kind of shit. And I had a VHS player next to it, and I whack it in, and I'm just like, the reason why I went for it is because I had an 18 certificate fucking symbol on it. So you're just like, this has got to be something good. You know what I'm saying?
Standard.
No, it's got to be something good.
You don't see many of them nowadays because they're all fucking certificate 15 now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Everything that comes out now is like certificate 15. You don't see 18 certificates no more.
No, you don't. You don't. So I saw the 18 certificate and I was like, right, this has got to be something decent at least. So I whack it in. And, this was just at the point where I'd started, when you discover masturbation when you're a little kid, you know what I mean? So I whack it in, and then as soon as I see it, I'm just like, but this is the thing, is that like VHS tapes, it would stop at the point that it was last played. It wouldn't like play from the beginning like a DVD.
Yeah, and then the fucking it's like then the static comes, and it's like, no. just when you're about to fall off the edge, and it's like, and the static goes across the screen, like, no, fuck, no, no,
There'll be that
it's
little
all over my hand.
But there would be like the little static fucking like waterfall over the screen, you know what I mean? Like the little like that, and it would play for where it was. Oh, and I just remember. God!
It's like the complete opposite of what fucking Brad Pitt was doing in Fight Club. Where he was like putting porn, like one frame of porn scenes into the Disney film. Yeah. It's like, and it's like, now, Bambi. They knew what they saw, but they tried to pretend they didn't see it.
Oh man, yeah. Exactly.
I know what I haven't seen, but I'm trying to pretend I have seen it because I'm just fat everywhere. Fuck.
But
terrible.
So I just remember I put the video in and I watch it.
Those are the struggles.
Oh mate, the struggles were fucking mad for porn back in the day in our generation. Fuck me. So anyway, sorry, yeah. So I whack the video in the VTR, and then the fucking shower of static comes on, and it's a woman being, and the thing is that over these videos, there's like the narration. There's a narrator talking over the top of it. It's not just like your average porn that you get nowadays. So you got this guy.
David Attenborough's voice.
Oh, mate, you got this guy just being like, so what you need to do is get a condom and then put it over the male dick and all this shit. And I remember it was... No, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
Put it over the male dick. No,
I might be paraphrasing.
Right. I tell you what, let's change it. Right, what you got to do, right? Get a fucking Johnny, stick it on your knob, sling it up her chap, and bosh, bish, bash, bosh. There you go. 600 grit, sorted. You pink motherfucker, look at
you. Oh, fuck me. But
and the next thing you do is call her a cab or you fuck off, depending on where you are.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's too good. But yeah, so this woman is blowing this guy with a condom on, and I'm like, "Raw, what you doing? You fucking
why would you
do that? You shower of shit. Fuck me.
Ew.
Oh. But anyway, yeah. So that was like the original porn I used to watch. Oh, fucking hell. Right. I think, do you know what? I think on that point, fuck it. Yeah, I think we've, oh man, I can't even see. I'm fucking, oh, I've got tears in my eyes. It's madness. But yeah, I think we'll call it to an end there. But I'll tell you what. Something that I was meant to do at the beginning, but I'll give you the opportunity now, is take this opportunity to plug, promote whatever the fuck you got going on, all your like social media, any shows, anything like that. The floor is yours, brother. Let the people know.
The floor is mine, brother. I'll let the people know. So basically, yeah, if our fucking government allows shows to go ahead by June 21st,
indeed,
June 29th is the first show back for Pintglass, which is a Smash Fest in Southampton.
Yep.
So you got Street Soldier, Get Pintglass, Harbinger, Gassed Up, whole bunch of other bands. So I can't remember them all. I wish I could, but I can't because I'm a dickhead.
No, I wouldn't be able to remember them either. But yeah, it sounds, yeah.
but that's a 2-day festival as well. So be sure to look at both sides. You know, help the man out, because we've been locked down for so long. This is one of our first shows back, so jump on it, help everybody out, help all the bands out,
Exactly
help the out, help the venue out as well. Because, the bar staff, they got to earn their keep. We got to look after each other. So,
amen, brother. Amen, brother. Amen.
And wherever you are, like wherever you are in the country, wherever you are in the world, wherever your first local show is that's come back, go to it.
Yeah,
100%. Doesn't matter what it is, go to it.
Yeah,
please go to it.
Big up. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more.
We've been without this shit for too fucking long, man. Like, honestly.
A massive, we've been without a fucking public show for a long fucking time. So as my man King here says, just make sure that you go to any local show that you've got coming up, and also be sure to check out Pintglass and whatnot on Instagram and the Facebook, all that kind of stuff. All you got to do is just type in Pintglass and you get that shit. And also be sure to check out Down Before The Beatdown, on Instagram at Down Before The Beatdown, and on YouTube as well, where you'll be able to hear this podcast, all that kind of stuff. But Ian King, my G, it has been a fucking pleasure having you on, man. It has been,
yes, lad.
It has been sick as fuck. It's been so sick.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for having me. Fucking,
it's been so sick.
It's nice that we can actually fucking talk to each other face to face,
Yeah, that is what.
I know it's over fucking Zoom and all that bollocks, but seriously,
but unfortunately in these times it's the way it is.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love my missus. I love my son. I love my family. But at the same time, it's nice to see and speak to somebody else that's close to you. That's
100%. But I mean, I think as well. I think as well. At some point, I need to come down to your gaff, and I'll bring a camera, and we'll do like a live podcast again, and like we'll actually get a proper bit of footage going. A bit of actual video for the people to see, all that kind of stuff. But safe as fuck, man. Oh God, I was really sick in my mouth just saying, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was just saying, your sub frequency is suddenly elevated.
But no, it was. I was nearly sick in my mouth to say that was a madness. But anyway, safe as fuck, and we will catch you next Monday. Take care of yourself, guys, and we'll see you later. Peace.